There you go.
All right, guys. Well, hello and welcome, everyone. It is noon on Monday, January 20th, and this is our Zoom into 2020 series. So we've just absolutely loved hearing from so many different leaders in our company. They're just, sharing with our team, pouring their little golden nuggets into each of you. It's so funny because Mitzi and I actually were able to chat just a little bit before we started the Zoom. And, one thing that you'll always find in common with success when it comes to a business like this is people don't forget where they came from. And I'm so excited for Mitzi just to really share a little bit about her journey. She made a good point that, a lot of times, because we have so many new people, if you are new, if you've been thriving with us for less than 6 months or even less than a year, let us know. But we have so many new people that come into this, and you see Mitzi, and you've seen these accolades and all the things that she's done in this company, and you see this superstar. But I'm so excited that she's going to share more about her journey and what she did to get to exactly where she is today, and what she's still doing on a daily basis. So with that, Mitzi, thank you. Your office looks so nice.
Well, it's all straight and clean today.
I love it. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and mute out and let you take it over.
All right, awesome. Thanks, Mauria. Hey, guys. I am so excited to see so many people on here today. Hi, Wendy. I haven't seen you in forever. Gosh, it's so exciting to see these people. Laura's been here 4.5 months, Alicia 4 months, Chantel a year. So, I was talking to Mauria this morning, and it was so good to catch up with her because we just don't talk as often as we used to. But I told her what was really on my heart was to go back to where I was when I started, because if anybody is just coming into this and they see me talk on a Zoom, or they are, at a local or whatever, they hear Mitzi 200K, Mitzi Lavelle Millionaire, Mitzi this, Mitzi that, if I'm talking. And I'm like, I want to go back to, who I still am, but that sometimes social media makes you appear as forgetting where you came from. So for those of you who don't know me, I live in Fort Worth, Texas. I am a mom to 3 beautiful daughters. I have a freshman in high school that is 14, and I have twin girls that are almost 13 that are in 7th grade. Before Thrive, I was a flight attendant for American Airlines. My husband and I ran a business. And as far as my Thrive story, the same as a lot of us. I was just a tired, exhausted, worn out mom who was looking for something to help, but was not looking for a business. So I really want to go back to that, because I want you guys to realize, if you're not where you want to be yet, when you see a bunch of us 200K leaders doing these Zooms with Mauria, we all didn't start at the top. I had never done direct sales before. It was nothing I was ever interested in. And so I want to go back to what took me from Mitzi the mom to Mitzi the Lavelle Millionaire. Guys, it was simple. I was simply on fire about what Thrive was doing for me. And I think sometimes we forget why we started thriving in the first place. Because after you've been thriving for, let's say, at least a year, you've got this new normal, right? You're sleeping good, your digestion's good, your joints aren't hurting, you just feel good, and you almost forget that life beforehand. And guys, people aren't gonna buy success. Your people who aren't thriving with you yet, they're not buying, that. And yes, it's great. We want to celebrate your wins, but they're not buying necessarily your rank in the company. They are buying what Thrive is doing for you. And, you hear Mauria say all the time, you've got to keep the main thing, the main thing. And what we mean by that is sharing what Thrive is doing for you. People, when they see, yesterday I shared, one of my customers texted me and she was like, oh my gosh, I added Sculpt in November to my 3 steps and I've lost 10 pounds. And I shared that text. I have more people messaging me because of that, not because they see that I got a trip to Mexico or that I've got my car paid for. You know what I'm saying? And so it's sharing what Thrive is still doing for you. So I want to talk a little bit about that and how doing that is what got myself and my team to where we are today. And I want you to know everything that I talk about, like I said, I'd never done direct sales before. So everything you see me do, everything you see me talk about, I learned from people here, not, paying to go learn from other leaders or at big conventions for other things. I literally watched people like Mauria, like Amber, who were where I wanted to be. When I decided to treat this like a business, I knew what the product was doing for me. And I saw what was happening financially just because I was sharing this product. So when I said, you know what, I'm going to actually treat this like a business, how do I need to do that? I started watching the people that were where I wanted to be. And so everything that I talk about, I learned from them. And this is something I saw Amber do a while back. And I just think it is the coolest thing because I want to show you, I think so many people, y'all work full-time jobs. I was a flight attendant when I first started. My husband and I ran a business. So I was, doing stuff for him. So I want you to understand, whenever we talk about like the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and working your calendar and doing all this, we're not saying sit down and work your Thrive business for 3 hours straight a day. That's not what we're saying. I want to show you how easy it is to fit it within your day. So this glass right here, this represents your life, right? This represents your life. And these ice cubes are representing everything to do in your life. You've got kids, you have work, you have, sports, you have, you gotta do laundry, you have to go to work meetings, you have to take your kids to their basketball games. Let's not forget about our spouses, right? You gotta take care of your spouses. Some of you may have parents that you have to take care of. Just everything in your life, that is what this ice represents, right? And you feel like, oh my gosh, my cup is so full, I cannot take any more. How am I supposed to fit this Thrive thing into my life? Okay, well, this represents your Thrive business, guys. I want you to see how easy it is to fill your cup with your Thrive business. This is what we mean in the nooks and crannies of your day. This is your Thrive business. This is how it fits within your life. This is how you make it work. And this is what I did to make it work. I fit my Thrive business in the nooks and crannies of my day, guys. I would, everybody uses the bathroom. My phone went with me to the bathroom. I made a post. But we talk about the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, your reach outs, your follow-ups, all that stuff. You don't have to sit down and do that in one setting. One time, Megan Dillard's actually on here. She did a Zoom one time about organization. And one thing I took away from that is if you have a plan, if you have your follow-ups written down, if you have a call, when you're like, oh my gosh, I have 5 minutes, what can I do? Oh, I have these names of people I want to message. I have 5 minutes. I'm going to message one of them. That's why organization is so important. So you've got to just make this business fit in the nooks and crannies of your day. But you know what makes this business so easy? Is remembering what this product is doing for you. Mauria and I were chatting today, and I want you guys to write this down right now. We challenge you after this Zoom is over, go make a post on social media about why you love your Thrive, about why you take it every single day. I saw a couple of posts yesterday about people posting a picture of their 2 capsules going, it is amazing to me what these 2 little capsules do in the first 10 minutes of my day. Guys, that is what is going to drive your business. Sharing people's Thrive experiences. I challenge you. I know Facebook's getting a little crazy about doing Facebook Lives, but if you can interview your friends that are, why they love their Thrive experience, guys, that's what people want to hear. And so you've got to just fit those within the nooks and crannies of your day. I wasn't going to talk about this, but I'm going to pull it out. This is my organization. This is something I will share with you. So this is my recipe box. This is what allows me when I have 5 minutes. This is how I know what to do. So I challenge you to do this if you are still struggling with how to get organized in your business. So this is just a little recipe box that holds not recipe cards, index cards, and by numbered. This is how I choose to do mine. You can do it by months or whatever, but I like the numbers because guess what? Every calendar has 1 to 31 or 1 to 30 days. So these numbers work for me. And so what I do is these represent the days of the month. So basically I don't even know what today is yet. Basically, whenever you go to a day, I have index cards that allow me to know who I need to follow up with that day. All my auto ships go behind, like on the 15th, I have them actually on the 12th. So I remember to message them about their auto ship. Different cards represent different things. You know, pink is customers, orange is promoters. But that way, when I literally can go to, I think today's the 20th. Is today the 20th? Yeah, today's the 20th. So here's my 20th, and these are all my 20th cards, and I just pull them out. Those are my follow-ups. So this is how this can go everywhere with me. If I travel, it literally goes everywhere with me. And so whenever I have a few minutes, remember how that works within the nooks and crannies of my day. When I have a few minutes, I can easily go here and I have something to do. Okay. And so I challenge you to get some sort of organization that allows you to easily grab something when you have 5 minutes. Those of you that work, this can go to work with you. On your lunch break, you have something to do. So you can do this however you want, but look how easy and compact this is. So that's kind of how I choose to organize. But guys, when you see these leaders, and we're talking about all the things that we're doing, remember, we all started at the same place that you guys are, right? I didn't think, oh, I'm gonna start this business and go 200K. That was not my initial thought when I started doing this. My initial thought was, oh my gosh, this product has changed my life. I literally have to share it with everyone. And that's still what I do, guys. I still am passionate about sharing this product. I'm still passionate about sharing what it's done for me. Even my kids talk about it. My daughter came home the other day and was like, I really think my English teacher would love Thrive. You know, how do I share it with her? And so, you know, they're so used to hearing me talk about it. But if my kids are saying, I think my English teacher would love Thrive because she talks about how tired she is and she's always drinking coffee, that makes me know they're hearing me share about the right things. I am still sharing about this product and about why I love this product, and they're hearing me talk about that constantly. And so I just challenge you guys, don't focus on, yes, we want you to have goals. Yes, we want you to have vision boards. Yes, we want you to say, I want to get to 4K. But as far as talking to your non-thrivers, we want you to think about, how can this help my friend Sarah? How can this help my friend Karen? How can this help my friend Natalie? Not, I need a new customer. I need a new customer. I've got to get this. I want my paycheck bigger. No, you want to think about how this can help your friends. And so, you know, go to their pages and follow up with people as far as, you know, when we say follow up, go check out your friends' pages that you want to thrive with you. Read, invest in what's going on in their life. You know, I had a girlfriend who I had never met before. I bought makeup from her, and I was literally, you know, learning about her because we weren't friends. And one day after we already had a friendship going on Facebook, I saw her make a post about coffee and how she was on like her second pot of coffee. And that was when I was like, I've got to message her. And I said, girlfriend, I saw you talking about your second pot of coffee this morning. I've got something that will help you. Let me help you. And I'd never talked to her about Thrive before, but I knew she was seeing my post. Because I knew she was seeing my post about Thrive, but whenever I finally brought it up to her, she was like, well, what exactly is it? I don't really need to lose weight. And so there's a lot of times I message people when the timing is right to message them, and I know they're seeing my post, but guess what? They don't know what Thrive is. And so are you sharing enough about what Thrive is? Not the ingredients, not, you know, I don't even know what the ingredients in Thrive are. And I've been here for 6 years. I mean, I know somewhat what they are, but that's not what drives me. I just know, you know, I think sometimes you forget, like, say you started Thrive to lose weight. So you focus on the weight loss aspect, which is great. But guess what? Thrive is so much more. I love it because it literally has saved me from my joints aching every day. It literally has made me to where at 3 o'clock, I'm not begging to go to bed. So I'm passionate about sharing that, but I'm also remembering, you know what? Maybe there's some people that want to lose weight. So I'm very good about sharing all aspects of Thrive. So just, you know, that's why the fan page is so important, for you to read stories about what other people what their stories are, because it allows you to share outside of your own personal story. So I challenge you to still read stories from the Facebook page and share those on your Facebook page. Read the stories. If they make you think of a friend, send it to them and say, oh my gosh, I read this story and it totally made me think about you. But again, that comes back to the nooks and crannies of your day. We're not asking you or telling you you have to sit down and work 2, 3, 4, 5 hours a day on Thrive, Thrive, Thrive. We want this to be fun. We want you to be passionate. We want you to share because it excites you and you want to help people. But we didn't have the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 when we started. We didn't have stuff like this. We were just naturally doing it because we were excited about sharing Thrive. Well, then fast forward a couple of years, people are asking, what are you doing? How are you growing your business? That's when we came up with the checklist, but we were already doing that naturally. And so we just want you to get good at sharing your story. If y'all were on Jason Camper's boot camp call the other day, if you are not, find a recording because it was amazing. And he talks about mastering your story. Guys, that's not a sales tactic. That is just us wanting you to have confidence in your story and being able to share it. Because when somebody says, what is that? What is that on your arm? We don't want you to be like, it's my, not be able to know what you're saying. We want you to have that confidence because I know you feel it in here. I know you feel it in here. You need to be able to project that out and be able to say, oh my gosh, this is Thrive. Have you never heard of it before? It literally has saved me. I have all day natural energy. I love the fact that my joints don't hurt anymore. I have more patience with my kids. It literally has saved me and it's made me the best mom and the best version of myself. You have got to experience it. We want you to have that confidence in saying that. Amanda, I will read that in just one second. So yes, use the checklist, right? Yes, use that. Yes, find something that can keep you organized, but please remember why you started thriving. Go back to sharing that excitement. I mean, if I could bottle up my first 2 weeks as a promoter and prescribe that to all of you, I would. But I can't because my first 2 weeks as a driver or as a promoter, it wasn't about the bonuses. I didn't even really know the bonuses existed until I got my first paycheck. Hopefully I'm getting a message that my internet is unstable. I don't know what that means, but hopefully y'all can still see me okay. But in the first 2 weeks, I was inviting people to my house. Guys, I had my first living room local in my first 2 weeks, and that is what started catapulting my business. But it wasn't about the bonuses. There were no, Lavelle did not do near the promos that they do now. I was excited about my friends getting on this product. I was wanting them to come to my house, hear my story, and leave with product in their hand. Get those samples out. Get people ordering. That is what I wanted. And so I just challenge you to remember that. Go back to why are you thriving? Why do you take those 2 capsules, drink that lifestyle mix, and put on this DFT every day? Why do you do that? Make a post on Facebook about that. Make a post on Instagram about that. But keep it simple. You want people wanting more, right? And so you don't want to, as Jason said, turn on the Thrive water hose and just drench the people in Thrive, right? We want them wanting more. And so, pick 3 things why you love Thrive. Just pick 3 and talk about that. We all know there's more than 3, but pick 3. And I just challenge you to do that. Figure out where the nooks and crannies of your day are, because everyone can work this business from their mobile phone. You can work this business from the stands at your kids' practice. You can work this business on your lunch break. You can work this business in the last 20 minutes of your day. Here's the thing. You've got to do a little bit of everything every day, right? You've got to, Chastity Marie, I will never forget when I heard her say this for the first time. She said, you can work this business full-time, you can work this business part-time, but you cannot work it sometime. You can't work it sometime. If you want this business to grow, if you want your organization to grow, you have to be consistent. You have to work it every day. Some days you may work at 5 minutes. Some days you may work at 30 minutes. Some days you may work at 3 hours. You're going to get out of it what you put into it. So just please stay consistent. remember why you started Thriving, and start sharing every single day why you love Thrive. And it doesn't, you know, guys, it doesn't have to be salesy. I remember one of my first posts is, I love what this little sticker does for me. That's it, right? That is it. We are not saying you have to be able to answer every single question. We just want you to literally share from your heart why you love Thrive. That is where we all started. That is what we all started doing. And that's all you need to do is stay consistent. Remember to keep the main thing the main thing. Share why you started Thriving in the first place. Connect people to those that are where you want to be that can help answer that. You know, one thing I do, guys, is I think before I do something, is this simple? Is this duplicatable? Because I want someone, I wasn't looking for a business. So had the person that shared Thrive with me, when I decided to be a promoter, been like, okay, here's your 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 checklist. You need to do this every day. You need to be on these calls. You need to be in this Facebook group. You need to do this. You need to do that. I would have been like, whoa, I do not have time for that. I'm a busy mom. I have a full-time job. I don't have time for that, right? But instead, Stephanie said, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you to get started. Let's start sharing why you love your Thrive so much with your friends, right? She kept it simple. And so here's the thing. When I'm sharing Thrive with someone, I don't want them to think, oh my gosh, Mitzi knows so much and she's super successful. I could never do what she does. I want them to think, wow, that's super simple. I could totally do that. So before you start overcomplicating things, think to yourself, is this simple? Is this duplicatable? If you're connecting them to your upline for three-way calls or third-party validation, they're going to think, all Tammy did was get me on the phone with her friend. I can do that. Not, oh my gosh, Tammy answered all these questions and knows every single thing about the product, and there is no way I could ever do that, right? You want them to think, oh, I could do that. Even though I'm working, I can totally fit that within my day. Like, that's super simple, right? That is the difference between keeping something simple and overcomplicating something. And so that's why it's so important. Even if you can't answer all their questions, that's why it's so important to have that third-party validation, because you want them to see, I don't have to know everything. I just turn them over to my friend who does know everything, right? You want them to see that simplicity. So I'm going to wrap this up. It was so good spending lunch with you guys today. I hope you caught something that maybe helps you with your business a little bit. Remember, keep it simple. Fit it within the nooks and crannies of your day. Find some easy way to organize yourself. I actually have a video on YouTube explaining the recipe box. You can probably find that. Maybe Mauria will upload it. And guys, just keep the main thing the main thing. Again, Mauria and I challenge you today, go on social media and share about why you started Thriving. Pick 3 things that you love about Thrive. Keep it simple. Put it out there. Wear your DFT loud and proud. Post a picture of it. Just go back to that excitement of why you started Thriving in the first place, and just share your heart about this product. Don't worry about the other things that go along with it. Just literally share why you love this product so much. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great Monday. Have a great rest of the week, and we'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.